Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome to the Cafe Gallery, right here at Gallery Cabaret. How are you all doing? I've been freaking out for multiple reasons. I've been watching the U.S. Open for tennis in New York going on right now because I just came from the Western Southern Open, and I have to be the idiot to wear the t-shirt as long as I can. But I really wanted to say that this is an amazing evening because we've got two phenomenal features. The first one that's going to be up is Esteban Colon. Please give it up for Esteban. And this phenomenal musician, a poet master guy that I just saw a month and a half ago at Sisters on a Journey, AQ. Please give it up for him. He's going to have a phenomenal performance at the end of the night. I want to say that I think this is like the first time that I have had such a cultural difference, a religious difference, because I think I've got Islam covered, I've got Jesus covered, I've got his dad covered, I've got atheists covered. I think we've got like there's this whole amazing spectrum. Hey, and I see Tom Schaffer there, and I'm going to add you to the list later. All these people just coming in, it's blowing my mind. But I think it's going to be absolutely phenomenal because I'm really looking forward to two excellent, cool features at the same time for it, and I'm really triple press thrilled because both of them have music that's going on for it as well. But in light of the fact that John is out of town again, right now he's in India, but he's coming back tomorrow morning. He is flying right now to Newark, and he's going to call me at 6 a.m. and then fly in the morning, so much joy. But a lot of this isn't my poem, but I'm going to share this one with you because of this great eclectic mix of people here. Because a lot of times when I write really short poems, they're more like observations or just interesting things about life that I want to remember. And this is one of them, and it's Moros y Cristianos. They call it Moros y Cristianos in Ecuador. It's just the Moros in the Dominican Republic. Moros y Cristianos means Moors, the Muslims in Spain, and Christians. Now, because they think of Christians as whites, Moros y Cristianos means black beans and rice. And this is what they say. Like, these are just these little, I need to have that down. When you hear things, little nuggets like that from people all over, like, well, I happen to be here and they do this. The guy in India, he's like, I go to use the toilet and I see dirt on the toilet, and I thought, did somebody shit? No, there were footprints because they don't think that's safe, so they'd rather squat over a toilet. You learn all these different cultural things, which I wonder how much he had to do with that in his past 10 days in India. But I just thought I'd read this short little one, which I have no idea what it means, but I call it Value from Nothingness. Oh, and yeah, it's off of the book Partial Nudity, and the other one was off of Review. This is Value from Nothingness. The unemployed lie around and do nothing, but those who work vacation so they can lie around and do nothing. What is the value of nothingness? Is the universe filled with nothingness? Or dark matter, dark energy pulling on us, tugging on us, affecting us? What is the value of nothingness? Short little ones, but now of course I'm going to have to call up my Joffre because I'd love to hear what on earth he's going to say. Give it up for Joffre Stewart! Woo! Because I didn't say it before, because we have two open micers, I will ask everybody to read one piece, and if we have time afterward, we'll read more later. But because I would say one, just because we've got two features that are up, we want to make sure, and we could possibly do more later. How does that sound for you? I didn't tell anybody, but when there's two features, I'm gonna make sure to give them their space. Ready?
only one poem. It's a little long for one poem.
Well, out of this piece, I may have used the title before. No, I'll do the 23 lines I gave you. That's what I'll do. Turn the front page upside down, and you, at the bottom you come to a black rose. Poets put language in order, subversive to law and orders, and sometimes make it dance, samba, even disco, in celebration for revolution on the grave of the status quo. Flip it over, and in the upper part, between the lines, you have one without a title. Reading between the lines is where you will find the truth of anti-revenge, negating aggression binge, Zionized as defense of what was taken by offense. And go down to the bottom, and the title is, After Converse with George Reporting for Reuters. Actually, George does reports for Reuters, but he was just talking to me when this came out. Grant Park gets the blues, guilt-tripped by the antisocial gospel, covering for Zionist impunity, Mossad bodyguarding drug lords, behind which Rauner and Emmanuel come from the same money as the national security interests plus agonized veins with heroin.
And I have to share with you, Joffre, and I know I'm taking up time by doing this, I keep saying that I wanted to use your bombs in the building reference to something. Just for everybody who knows that I've been writing poems for real and the periodic table. By the way, I have one more to go. Boreal. And I know nothing about it. I'm picking like the harder and harder ones, and they're getting tougher and tougher to do. But Mike Merriam references blowing up bombs in World War II. And Dubnium starts talking about the US and Russia, how they were always doing things and throwing bombs at each other. So I have got, Joffre, there were bombs in the building. There were bombs in the building. And I'm going to have that going in the background. And if I'm doing this, I'm going to do it here so that you can hear it as well. But I just wanted to get that out because I kept saying, I want to do it, I want to do it. But now I have to say, oh my gosh, please give it up for Danny Boy Dan Weinberg. Come on here. Woo!
Smell the roses. We all need a red nose once in a while. I need a fresh set of tires or an email multiplied by 1 billion or 2. This isn't so obvious, but if you take a second and smell the roses at least once a year and live a little, as in the words of that great Jewish philosopher Jose Velasquez. Thank you.
Sure, I'll give you another. If you've got another short one, that's
Another short one?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Moving along here. Oak Park, 1967. He said in 2013 that in 1967, I came over and asked for a shotgun. I wanted to go hunting in South Oak Park at age 13. There were big game to bag, a la Hemingway. Lion, hippo, tiger, giraffe, elk, ram roamed Oak Park Avenue. scaring the heck out of children and freshmen in high school. Full of fear was I. I needed a shotgun for protection. I needed to feel safe. I needed to feel the bullets go towards the perpetrator. I wanted to see the animal bleed and suffer, worse than I suffered. I wanted revenge for all my plotting and waving and silence. So he handed me the shotgun, and I went searching for the most dangerous game. And I found my quarry. Finally, after a short expedition, I was successful. Now my rug in the den is made of lion and tiger skin, and I sleep like a baby when the sun goes away. Thank you.
I'll say it again. I let him do two because they're usually shorter, and he didn't hear that if he pull off one piece for it, and if we have time, because we want to give room for both of our features, they can come up. And in fact, we're going to get some music next. Because Ellen, he should say something that he is going to be appearing in issues of CC&D and Down in the Dirt. And I just decided, when they happen to have nifty covers of things like jellyfish, I just released them as like t-shirts. If you want like cool jellyfish on your shirt or something, you can get that. And people were writing, how do I get it? I'm like, look online, you can find it. But I figured if it was a cool picture, I'll put it up. But ladies and gentlemen, I think we're going to hear a really cool song on the piano from Iiana. Iiana Weinberg. Love to hear it.
Just go play.
Can I say a couple words?
Sure.
From me? So I hope maybe somebody will miss couple nostalgic songs.
If you do.
I'm from different country, but I miss sometimes good nostalgic songs. So I will play today for the honor of this culture. American song from Frank Sinatra. Very, very nice, generous, nice song from the heart. Strangers in the Night.
fight later on. Well, hopefully we'll
Does
have
this
the
run
time.
till 11?
It runs until 11, so.
Yeah,
But I want to make sure both features get.
It's a small crowd. I don't think there'll be any problem. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we might be fine with it, but I just want to make sure that the features have their space, blah, blah, blah.
I'll have a half hour each at this rate.
Well, you know, we've got another number of people to go through, but I want to make sure that they've got their space. And in fact, the guy, now, I know that because Joe Rorty always said Nashville was a spot number 4, and that's why Charlie Newman says that, and I'm just like, well, I think, I think that number 4 spot could be adorable too, and that's why I've got my handy dandy lovable sidekick Bob Rashkow that's going to come on up right now.
This is called In the Quake of Disaster. Such a lazy Sunday afternoon. The only sounds from out there are kids, happy to have a holiday, the hissing of the radiator, and my mind, searching, experimenting. I live on the 2nd floor. I am not well. I have heard the stories, telling of tornadoes in Tushka, tremulous tornadoes in Sanford, monstrous unexpected sheets of rain, of wind, destroying all in their path. And I think of Owen downstairs, poking and puttering in his 1st floor shrine to the beauty of the merciful Creator. I see the floor tremble, see it shake mercilessly, see the walls around me slowly give way, feel the whole unit give way, sliding down, straight down, right down, through a huge lightning-shaped crack in the hardwood, into his holy heavenly home, into his Christ-like unwelcoming arms, and the shock, the terror, the pain in his prayerful face, the beads of sweat, the desperate drops of dismay in his golden, sacred hair. Thank you. About as nasty as I ever get.
That was awesome, Bobster. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And, you know, people are saying, but, you know, that we'll have time to do more. Why are we only doing 1 piece? Well, because I'm the host. And I want to make sure the features have enough time. And if we can come up later, that's awesome. We can come up later. But I want to make sure to give props to our 2 phenomenal features for both Esteban Colon and AQ here. It'll be awesome. It totally is. I'm totally psyched for it. And I want to tell you, I release magazines every 2 months, and there's none coming out this month, but next Tuesday I'm going to be releasing collection books of the best issues of CC&D, A New Pen, and Down in the Dirt, The Beaten Path. And these are my proof copies, and they look really cool, and I just wanted to share them with you because I'm a girl, and I'm just like, look at their cool books, because I'm a publisher lady, and that's what I do. But I know a man that has some stuff that's probably worthy of publication. Please give it up for Wayne Allen Jones.
Another one of the pictured poems here. I don't know, you probably can't see it from here, but the poem pretty much describes it. It's a scene from a London nightclub during World War II. Therefore, scantily clad women in the front with gas masks on, and everybody in the band has a gas mask on. This is called The Show Going On. London, 1938. Intelligence from the continent said Hitler was making gas to kill civilians by the millions. The Blitz was years off. No one knew that in the Great War, the bowl-cut screamer with the little centered mustache was blinded for a while by mustard gas and had a phobic aversion to its use, later overlooked when it came to the camps in Zyklon B. Unaware of this early squeamish quirk, the loyal captains of British industry, in for a penny, in for a pound, ground out and passed around 44 million masks, worn in public at times, but always at hand in satchels slung over shoulders like those of trench-bound soldiers, to thumb the collective, well-protected nose at the Fuhrer. Such compliance passed as fashion. At the Murray's Club, scantily clad dancers, the band conductor, violinist, percussionists, and the accordion player set the trend. The muzzle filter, topped with two nearly compound eyes, white-rimmed circles that camouflage mimics of predator orbs, white pouch straps crossing between proud breasts and over suit jackets. Such spirit you cannot kill, Herr Wolf. We will be as safe as we know how. We will look and act like baboons, but we will party till dawn, in spite.
You're right. And
Yeah, I knew that he was blind, and that's how he got out of World War I, because of his injury, and he was temporarily blinded. But yeah, but I know all these weird little things about Hitler. And as Joffre had explained in a haiku, Himmler, one of his people, wanted the honor never to prove that Jesus wasn't a Jew. Oh, and that was like a fun song that you saw that on the History Channel. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. Anyway, but he was actually, the things about Hitler that scare me is that he was originally wanted to be an artist. He was a vegetarian, and I'm like, I'm not trying to look for things in common with him being a vegetarian, but I'm not.
He might not have actually been a...
He wasn't very good. He couldn't draw faces.
He might have eaten a little meat along the way.
I think it was a matter. I hear he had like intestinal problems, and I think that was why he wouldn't drink, and I think he had something like that.
He tried to convert his generals to vegetarianism.
I'm sorry.
I prove so. How feel so far?
Why am I dodging it like the one Hitler? This is yay! No, I'm not going to say no. I'm not saying.
I know,
yay.
but she's talking about him there.
Hitler ate,
He was
ate
mad.
a lot of
Yeah, he's done. April 20th, you can all like celebrate his death or something. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, this was by no means an introduction for this guy. I swear to freaking God. I swear to God it wasn't. But please, give it up. You're screaming, you're yelling crazy welcome for Jerry Pendergast.
Our favorite
That's not him.
anti-fascist.
That's not there's no relation. That doesn't.
On this special about American jazz, the sector that covered World War II, they showed a crude drawing. Now, it was by either Hitler or one of his official Third Reich artists that he selected. It was a crude drawing of a cross between an African American and an American Jew. It was a very poor attempt. Anyway, this is called From a Photograph of Ferguson, Missouri. All three stanzas are in haiku form, and nature is human nature. Golden arches lit by bright smoke and street lamps in a suburb exploding. If arches are hit, will they be repaired, replaced before the humans? Do explosions start with the strike, the launch, the build, and the blood and nerves? Can I read one haiku, the beginning of haiku from civic and spiritual discussion in haiku form.
Yes, it's probably shorter than your intro, but go ahead, yes.
ISIS is part of good guy team in Syria, Satan in Iraq. Thank you.
So I'm driving in, and I'm usually listening to the Republican-minded WLS, and I hear like once Sean Hannity or whoever, and they all talk about how they'll be vengeful and things, and they would say how they love the Bible and they're Christians, and they'd say eye for an eye, and I'm like, it's not quite the right testament, but okay. You can go ahead and say that. And I was driving down and I flipped and I didn't know which channel I was listening to, and I was listening to Chicago Progressive talk, or the other side of the coin. But somebody had said, so no, their problem, I don't have a problem with gays. They can do whatever they want. It's just in personal issues because morally we're on a higher ground. He's like, why do you say that? And he's like, well, because of the Bible. And he goes, the country is based on the Constitution and not the Bible. And they started going, and then they started ripping on the whole idea. And I'm like, wow, I'm not listening to a Republican one, but they're ranting the same way or what direction. It just blew my mind. It's just fascinating, your political stuff. And why am I talking about this when I should be talking about things like dark matter and dark energy like I did at the beginning of the night? Because I love it when you get the science pull on it. So please, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Bob Lawrence. Bob!
Hi everyone. I was going to read this particular piece at the Bucktown Art Fair, but we got rained out. And I appreciate the opportunity to do it here. Two views of summer, an homage and a rant. Homage. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? There's an essential rightness to a summer's day. It's a perfect painting, a beautiful woman, full of life and promise. What other season whispers, don't you wish you could spend forever with me? Endless summer, where the living is easy. Step outdoors without bulky clothes. Soft breezes caress your skin. Benevolent sunshine warms you inside, brightens your mood. As striking a flint with steel unleashes a shower of sparks. Thinking of summer sets off sharp, warm memories. Sitting on the porch, drinking lemonade, spinning tales and playing board games. Fireworks crackling on the street. Rockets arcing overhead. Plumes of smoke drifting on the full-leaf trees. The joyous shouts of children, the thudding sploosh of a cannonball at the old swimming hole or the municipal pool. The carnival, the lights of whirring rides against the evening sky. Knock down the milk jugs, pluck the right duck, win a prize. Summer meant vacation. Our job was play and more play. Going back to school felt like falling, like being cast out of paradise. Ah, summertime. Rant. Don't call it summertime. Call it simmer time, swelter time. Some nights so hot, you'd swear a black sun was hanging up in the sky. Remember a few summers ago? 500 lonely old people curling up like leaves on a bed of fire. The months of summer stalk you with a two-edged weather sword. Dry spells parch and burn. Thunderous downpours funnel into flash floods, ruin basements. Don't you just love the sounds of summer? The glump of the sump pump, the shrill drone of the locusts, the thumping of moths against the screen door, the piercing songs of birds at 3 a.m. when you're trying to get to sleep, the of the mosquitoes, the raucous pounding of second-rate rock bands at third-rate festivals. Don't try to drive. If the festivals don't jam you, the block parties or the ballpark traffic will. Do remember the sunscreen. Don't want to burn or get a head start on a case of melanoma. This season brings out the worst in people. Remember the Democratic Convention in '68? The police riot? The race riots in 1919? Any summer, count on a spike in the murder rate or random fights breaking out like heat rash. Example, a friend of mine tells a drunk baseball fan to stop urinating on his lawn, only to be decked by a sucker punch. This season is a decaying tooth. Come on, fall, pull it out.
He is awesome, and yes, he is true that summertime it brings increase in crimes, because I know that on the south side of Chicago they worry greatly because, oh wow, they've got nothing to do when people are going to screw around and everything is very, very dangerous and they don't know if they've got enough cops around to be able to protect everybody. And why am I making it sound so incredibly happy and upbeat? I'm sorry about that, but it's just, well, I mean, we sit here like, and we call violence, oh, getting pissed off with somebody pissing in the yard. I'm not ripping on Bob Lawrence at all, but there's like a lot of stuff going on everywhere, as we've heard from other open micers about talking about, well, believing in ISIS and killing people, and there's so many different. I'm just going to stop babbling about bad things that happen because we all know it. So I'm going to shut up. So I'm going to give it up for our last open micer before I go straight into AQ. But please give it up for Tom. Oh, yeah, come on up, Ramona. Give it up for Tom. Yeah. I do want to say something, and I never get to say this, or I usually say it, but no, you came out here because you're awesome. If you want to put a beer stand, you've got a spot for your drink. I am monitoring you by video recording this open mic, and that is because usually when there is one feature and an open mic, the open mic becomes a podcast. Well, lucky us, we happen to have 2 features, which means we're going to save this open mic for not only being available on YouTube, but also for potential future podcasts, like right around at the end of the year, we might have a spot for it. But anyway, just letting you know, I'm letting you know we're filming you. We're filming you. And if anybody is screaming like, no, don't, then I'll cut you, that's fine. But I'm just giving you the heads up. All right, now I'm going to shut up, give it up for Tom.
What's up, guys? How you doing? Hello. Hello. So this is, I'm not reading one of mine tonight. I've been going through writer's block, so, you know. So this is a poem that everyone here should have read, if you can't read, which would be strange, because considering we're at a poetry open mic. It's by Ezra Pound. It's called Hugh Selwyn Mauberley, and it's Ode pour les chants de son sépulcre, which means it's an ode to the selection of his tomb. Yeah, right? Talking about fascism.
Yeah,
on the subject of fascism.
Pound was one, yes. But he was a great poet.
Yeah. For 3 years, out of key with his time, he strove to resuscitate the dead art of poetry, to maintain the sublime in the old sense, wrong from the start. No, hardly, but seeing he had been born in a half-savage country, out of date, bent resolutely on wringing lilies from the acorn, Capaneus trod for factitious bait, as the mic goes down. Id men ga toi pantos senitroye, caught in the unstopped deer, giving the rocks small leeway, the chopped seas held him, therefore, that year. His true Penelope was Flaubert, he fished by obstinate isles, observed the elegance of Circe's hair, rather than the mottos on sundials. Unaffected by the march of events, he passed from men's memory in l'entrantunième des sonnages. The case presents no adjunct to the muse's diadem. The age demanded an image of its accelerated grimace, something for the modern stage, not at any rate an Attic grace, not certainly the obscure reveries of the inward gaze, better mendacities than the classics in paraphrase. The age demanded chiefly a mold and plaster, weighed with no loss of time, a prose kinema, not assuredly of alabaster, or the sculpture of rhyme. The tea rose, tea gown, etc. supplants the mousseline of Kos. The pianola replaces Sappho's barbatos. Christ follows Dionysus, phallic and ambrosial. Made way for macerations, Caliban casts out Ariel. All things are flowing, sage Heraclitus says, but a tawdry cheapness shall outlast our days. Even the Christian beauty defects after Samothrace, We see Tokalan decreed in the marketplace. Fawn's flesh is not to us, nor the saint's vision. We have the press for wafer, franchise for circumcision. All men in law are equals. Free from Pisistratus, we choose a knave or an eunuch to rule over us. O bright Apollo, Tinandra, Tinatheon, Tinero, what god, man, or hero shall I place a tin wreath upon? These fought in any case, and some believing, pro domo in any case, some quick to arm, some for adventure, some from fear of weakness, some from fear of censure, some for love of slaughter, in imagination, learning later, some in fear, learning love of slaughter, died some pro patria, non dulce, non et decor, walked eye deep in hell, believing in old man's lies, then unbelieving, came home, home to a lie, home to many deceits, home to old lies and new infamy, usury, age old and age thick, and liars in public places, daring as never before, wastage as never before, young blood and high blood, fair cheeks and fine bodies, fortitude as never before, frankness as never before, dissolutions as never told in the old days, hysterias, trench confessions, laughter out of dead bellies. There died a myriad, and of the best among them, for an old bitch gone in the teeth, for a botched civilization, charm smiling at the good mouth, quick eyes gone under earth's lid, for 2 gross of broken statues, for a few thousand battered books.
Don't forget you're precious. Thank you very much.
Think about it, what did I read when I was taking poetry classes? And the only 2 things I wanted to actually want to keep was a prose poem by Carolyn Forche, which is talking to a colonel. And it's this ranting thing about governing and being rude to people and seeing death all around you. And the other one was by a poet named A.I. is her name, is the name she goes by. And it's a thing called The Good Shepherd, and it's about a mass murderer. And these are the poems that I actually keep laminated in my wallet at all times. And he's got, people are like, here's something from Pablo Neruda, here's something from me. And I'm like, I've got the strangest taste in poems I'm going to choose to keep, I guess. But anyway, that's what is awesome about this space, because we can have so many different voices with so many different thoughts and so many different opinions, and we all love to listen, which I want to thank you. And I want to give a one-up, give you a thank you guys, because you guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. I never do that, but you guys are awesome. Now I'm going to call up my first feature. And if he wants to come on up here for setting anything up, I would love it. As I had said before, I had only seen this man once before when I was going on a Women on a Journey open mic thing. At the historical Quaker House, and he was the feature, and he was phenomenal. It was just great to listen to him, because everybody else is talking about, this is my mom, this is my dad, or yeah, he's laughing, you know what that is. And he goes up and I'm like, I need to have you here because you're just triple plus awesome. More than double plus awesome. So I'm letting him give a second for setting up, because when he did his feature, he's like, I don't have anything, so I'm just going to do it all a cappella, so to speak, and just do a beat and do a song while I'm doing this hip-hop rap thing. And it was just really, really, really cool. And I'm so thrilled to be able to hear what he's going to have for me tonight, and for you guys, too. So ladies and gentlemen, give it up for AQ!
Be not intimidated by the drum machine.
Oh, you love it!
It's just a machine. It's not a person. It doesn't do stuff. It doesn't breathe. Well, it does stuff, but mostly click and make other noises. So it's fine. It's safe. Hi, my name's AQ. My name is Akio. I go by AQ because a good friend of mine gave me that nickname. It's just the first 2 letters of my name, so it works really easily. And I've only got a little 20 minutes, and so that's not a long time, so we're just gonna get straight to it.
Yeah!
Once again, ow! Be not intimidated by the drum machine.
Never!
Okay. let's see.
And I suppose if it goes over 20 minutes, I'll just like give a little raised
Yeah, just
eyebrow
give me a
for a little
nudge.
bit and be like,
Just give me a nudge.
"Oh, you know, it's something."
But I won't. And there it goes. Yeah, you can turn it a little bit. Make money, make music, make time. Make it make sense while I make the gears grind. Might make more if I made you make mine, but for now just make noise while I make up my mind to go. Make money, make music, make time. Make it make sense while I make the gears grind. Might make more if I made you make mine, but for now just make noise while I make up my mind. Make money, make sense, make music, and make time. Make money, make music, make time. Yeah. Make money, make music, make time. Make it make sense while I make the gears grind. I might make more if I made you make mine, but for now just make noise while I make up my mind to go. Make money, make music, make time. Make it make sense while I make the gears grind. It might make more if I made you make mine, but for now just make noise to go. Make it circulate, percolate, make it worth the wait of the early wait. Thank God it ain't your own and savor the taste. Newsprint, read what a bloody waste. Reason for my early date, rising for the morn, what a turn of fate. Money burned away, another black and baby. Another president, another rapper maybe. Take a stride in his shoes like 1-2. Life is a battle and I'm no Sun Tzu. Some don't make it to the punch, some do. That's the art of war, some win, some lose. Upset, setbacks, inner city blues. Written in graffiti, see the picture in its hues. Make it dark as when it rained from the brain to the roots of your frame where the bass reverberate. Make it moderate the pain better than that red stain on your lips. Just a taste can't bust a grape. Make it want the whole bottle and the glass shards. Make it want your business and your dogs in my backyard. Making mentions of music, making conventions, my baker business. Built with a make tailored to fill the need of baker bridges. Making love, not war, maybe a baby making venture will help us make up a better biscuit. Wait early, makes a lot, make a pot, sip, read another headline and rethink my politics. Make money, make music, make time. Make it make sense while I make the gears grind. I might make more if I made you make mine, but for now just make noise while I make up my mind to go. Make money, make music, make time. Make it make sense while I make the gears grind. I might make more if I made you make mine, but for now just make noise while I make up my mind to go. I'm worth my weight in gold. I'm worth my weight in gold. You say tenfold. I'm worth my weight in gold. If you're worth your weight in gold, you say tenfold. I'm worth my weight in gold. I'm worth my weight in gold like tenfold. I'm worth my weight in gold and I'm worth my weight in gold. And that's that. Thank you. That song is called Make It. I usually do that one a cappella, oddly enough. This one is called 85ers. I recently released an album called Urban Zombies, and I'll just briefly tell you a little bit about it. I decided that I wanted to really just tap into the art of storytelling. Hip hop is also known as the art of storytelling. I think it follows a lot of traditions, you know, through the blues and probably further back than most people can imagine. But the practice of storytelling, the art of storytelling, the role of the griot is really important, and hip hop carries that tradition that is probably older than much of what we know. So this song is that album was an attempt to try to tell a good story, and also try to tell a zombie story that hasn't been told before, or at least through a lens that hasn't been told before, and that was through the lens of what if a zombie outbreak happened on the south side of Chicago. And so I kind of decided to take that you know, poetic license and see what I could do with it. So this piece is called 85 Rep. Yeah. Let's see if I can get it to work. On and on we go, play the games we know. Same thing, new day with the same people. On and on we go, play the games we know. Same thing, new day. Yeah, the people who you know should know better. The people who you know should know better. Like, the people who you know should know better. Should do better, it's true. The people who you know should know better. The people who you know should know better. The people who you know should know better, should do better. Look, that's human nature. Really, how would you know? You think humankind is only 10,000 old. Stories my mama told are older than all of those. Chronicled upon a scroll, this is griot soul. Circles are universal, older than all of time. It's not one discipline, it's all of them combined. The views are in a drive to answer the question why. Like, does everything that is alive ultimately die? You can look inside or stare into the sky. Seemingly infinite eye. We are so far away, we're staring at a ghost but don't see the decay. We just see the delay as a guaranteed new day. Act like the future's on its way at a smooth pace. Too late to embrace new ways, so we try to warp our minds till we make it out to space, where there's no pressure to lose face to. The people who you know should know better. The people who you know should know better. The people who you know should know better. Should do better, they should but don't. The people who you know should know better. The people who you know should know better. The people who you know should know better. Should do better. On and on we go, play the games we know. Same thing, new day with the same people. Too many egos to see through the low keyhole. Same approach, same broke result. And we know better, but don't do better. We'll show who's better. Put it on blast in a newsletter. New setup, new avatar. Data log to mail, new catalogs. Digital to analog. You say the epilogue is going digital. Backpedaler, no wonder it's cyclical. Who needs headphones or the elliptical when you can make yourself invisible? Imagine what else you can make admissible, openly accessible and clickable. No thing, two things are reciprocal. The world turns, so all steps are pivotal too. The people who you know should know better. The people who you know should know better. The people who you know should know better. Should do better. Is history repeating, or are we on a sequel? Around and round we go, around and round we go. All we think that we know, and reverse any flow. Around and round we go, around and round we go. What will it take in the endless debate? Start a new conversation or other means of exchange, but no. On and on we go. Old ghosts reborn like Vigo. You can't bust what you can't see though. Looks like another bad sequel. I just can't see too. Prepare for the upheaval like bad seafood. Refuse the refuse, abuse, let live and let loose. Move on to the next human relationship that begins in the place we sit. 17 out of 20 trying to raise the rent in crises. Victims are the same percent. I won't give up on them. I won't be one of them. They gon' knock me on my chin. I join the struggle again. I won't give up on them. I won't be one of them. They gon' knock me on my chin. I join the struggle again. A go-getter for them. The people who we know should know better. The people who we know should know better. The people who we know should know better. Should do better. The people who we know should know better. The people who we know should know better. The people who we know should know better. Should do better. Is history repeating, or are we on a sequel? Around and round we go, around and round we go. All we think that we know, and reversity flow. Around and round we go, around and round we go. Thank you. So once again, that was from an album called Urban Zombies. You can find it online. I have some cards. You can find my blog, and there's a link to the album on there. This song is called Private Life, and I'm just going to do a couple a cappella because honestly, even though my craft is hip-hop, and I mean, that's my culture, that's my home culture. I was raised in hip-hop culture since I was a very young person. Me and my cousin used to listen to Eric B. and Rakim tapes in his room and like watch skater videos and try to like learn tricks on our BMX bike. So that was what I was like growing up as a little kid in the 80s. And hip hop was a big deal for me, but I didn't really start writing. I didn't start writing until I started going to open mics and really being interested in reading and performing poetry. And so a lot of, I think, what people consider to be what they call lyrical in hip hop comes from sort of my poetic background. So I'm gonna do some pieces a cappella just so hopefully you can hear that. Although this song is kind of musical. So damn easy, life on mad. Well, let me start that again. It's called The Private Life. So damn easy, mask for the Kodak cheesing. I swear you wouldn't know that though, Jack, cause we alright. Crashed on the floor last evening. Life on the road ain't easy, but we sleep alright. Don't know what lies behind closed eyes. Little white lies inside those blinds. And we do it all for no damn reason. So damn easy. The private life. Lead me, feed me, leave me to my private life. Please me, easy, free me from my private life. I fly with my eyes up, knowing I'm only human though. They fly like they in line to cast in from the Truman Show. Gone wrong reality TV, the salary ain't worth my sanity. Gambling with fantasies, banging on the door ain't dominoes. All of yours falling down, Chappelle and Kanye know. Flipping through the channels, basic cable is comical. Comic-Con, cosplay, cults and carnivals. Sold in syndication, endless information. And they NSAing, and they see you naked. Skype with the GF feds, masturbating, PS, sanctuary oversaturated, sacrifice for convenience and entertainment, captains of industry, eager for your enslavement, mobile technology, people facing the pavement, listservs and avatar replacements, handle communication now. Is that open dialogue? And if we gain and lose a life every second, can we live or die alone? I be out in Zion by a microphone, ain't worth spying on unless you're trying to buy the song for the xylophone, signing off to live a private life at home. With Zikr and a mindless drone, praying they don't delete me. Images are so deceiving, and everything we know is fleeting. It's so damn easy. Mask for the Kodak cheesing. Swear you wouldn't know that though, Jack, cause we alright. Crashed on the floor last evening. Life on the road ain't easy, but we sleep alright though. Don't know what lies behind closed eyes. Little white lies inside those blinds. And we do it all for no damn reason. So damn easy. The private life. Do another acapella. There's a lot going on in the news right now. And I won't even get into the details of it, but it's kind of remarkable at this time to be aware, not only aware, but concerned about what is going on in other parts of the world, because there's so much going on in so many other parts of the world. It's almost astounding how much conflict there is in the world. And it makes you wonder how many young lives particularly are being lost. I mean, all lives are important, but I really watch current events thinking about the potential leaders that we may be losing along the way. And so I wrote this piece called Little Bird, really for my young people, particularly young people around kind of where I live. And I tried to kind of speak in their voice a little bit, but it goes between my voice and theirs, so just bear with it. Ignorance is bliss, kiss the kids goodbye, walk them from the nest into the branch below, little down, looking fly. Ignorance is bliss when you're suckled and plumed, feathers alone don't protect you from doom. Let me say that one more time. Ignorance is bliss, kiss the kids goodbye, walk them from the nest into the branch below, little down, looking fly. Ignorance is bliss when you're suckled and plumed, but feathers alone won't protect you from doom. I'm angry cause Reagan raised me, but rap goes so well with the ADHD. Intentional chemical imbalance, invisible, invalid, Ritalin sandwiches, split 6 tablets, that's 3 meals a day, so why we still feel the same? As if we ain't eat a dang thing but a chicken wing and split a J, hardly smoke Molly at the party though. Acid rap, we pick, they modern dope. Tripping to make the fall shorter, a fall sorta secure but not sober. Visions of Martin Luther, I do this for Martin Jr. Kobe and Oli know me when they older. Stand on stone, don't follow hollow 10 soldiers. You tell them to take 10, hold up. Or is it turn up, they turning up in my gardens. Lawless like 35th and King. Did he dream of different streets? We sing at the after party, laugh and eat the chicken wings. Rap, you listening until our songs get stuck in your mind. Feathers won't make you fly, little bird. Feathers won't make you fly, little bird. Feathers won't make you fly, but you can make you fly if you learn, little bird. Feathers won't make you fly, little bird. Feathers won't make you fly, little bird. Feathers won't make you fly, you can make you fly if you learn. I take care of mine though, I'm happy, don't trip. I take care of mine though, I'm happy, don't twist it. We gifted, we spitting little birds like little worms until they equipped to learn, little birds. Bait and switch like the mayor did with marijuana. Estranged men killing kids, drinking Arizona. Or slapping babies over melanin and melatonin. They need a shaman, a sage, and some caradona. We were stolen and sold to prisons and military. Still angry, still anti, still angsty. Same ones who cry for concealed carry. Steal babies, say still babies are still babies. It haunts my mind, I wanna lose it. We draw party lines over the Constitution. My shorties cross lines to reach their education institutions. No reparation or restitution. But Jesse preach across the street, where's the revolution? Axioms, waxing gums, no resolutions, prove it. See your reflection and can't stand to look, cause our reality is rougher than a sandy hook. Ignorance is bliss. Kiss the kids goodbye, walk them from the branch below. They down looking fly, ignorance is bliss. When you're suckled and plume, feathers alone won't protect you from doom. Look, I take care of mine though, I'm happy, don't trip. I take care of mine though, I'm happy, don't twist it. We gifted, we spitting little birds like little worms, so they equipped to learn, little birds. Feathers won't make you fly, little bird. Feathers won't make you fly, little bird. Feathers won't make you fly, you can make you fly if you learn, little bird. And that's it. Thank you, thank you. I was gonna do this last one with a beat, but I would rather that you all make a beat with me. How y'all feeling about that?
Yeah!
All right, good. I prefer audience participation. So it's really simple. We don't even need a metronome. We'll just do like this. There you go. Sounds wonderful. Music to my ears. Keep going, please. Yeah. And it goes. We need volunteers for the movement. So this is a song for recruitment. Better yet, this is for all of the troopers. We're drawing a blueprint. And it goes, hey, don't fail me now. I'm counting on your presence, don't let me down. One time for those who help me and bail me out. The whole world gonna feel the power, yeah. Don't fail me now. I'm counting on your presence, don't let me down. One time for those who help me out. The whole world gonna feel the power, so now is the time. Cocaine, Sharpies, Popo can't scar me. I'll call Jeff, you call some robot zombies. COINTEL can't co-op the co-op army. No corporation can control our heartbeats. Heaven on earth is just a breath away. Bless the table what the early generations laid. Sojourner determined to educate a slave. We don't work for you, we got work to do. Southside brother man, we got work for you. Pop up shop, gonna make you another you. FW, you, we got it. Line in the sand, our land we plotted. Seedlings, we need things. Repotted, repurpose, deposits, we got this. Yeah, and you can join the party. It's your your choice, a couple coins or coffee. Breaking this machine to make a profit off the parts like a car thief. Freedom don't come cheap. Open doors, wanna joyride. Giddy up, rawhide jaw, I ride till the horse flies. Fertilizer with a seed in my hand. Life I can't repeat it, be my people I stand. So please, don't fail me now. I'm counting on your presence, don't let me down. One time for those who help me, you bail me out. The whole world gonna feel the power, I swear. Yeah, don't fail me now. I'm counting on your presence, don't let me down. One time for those who help me out. The whole world gonna feel the power. So now is the time to lead. No time for excuses. We need some volunteers for the movement. So this is a song for recruitment, for our revolution. Come on. Yeah.
Yay!
One more? Do I have time for one more?
You have
Short?
time for one more.
Last one. All right. So I'm going to do one. I just brought an extra one. It's a very short piece. But a friend of mine wrote a song called Shine. And he just gave me that prompt. And he was like, just write a... The title is called Shine. Just figure something out. So my good friend Itch13, who I'm going to end up working with on an album soon, got this. My constellation visible. The city try to blind me. I be the reason for they climbing IV. Once again. My constellation visible, the city try to blind me. I be the reason for they climbing IV. Guess I like to be seen in daytime, I might be. Guaranteed to make my rounds nightly. Been guiding ships on island trips. Cross the high seas, lit high priest, psyches, wisely divining. I've been wise since, well, my cousins are timeless. Yours often think I'm fixed. I don't blink if you catch my drift. That's between you and your atmosphere. I just tried to help make sure the path was clear. Is it raining down there? I don't know. Busy making my own where aliens call home. Still on your shores I'm shown. The reason for your car roof contemplations. Life and death conversations. Satellite observations. I can make your pickup lines and signs make sense. Do my means justify they ends? When I can be a deity, prophecy, and inspiration. Celebrities and fireworks are my inspiration. Yes. And that's that. Once again, my name is AQ. I hope you all have enjoyed what little bit I've had to perform for you. Feel free to grab a business card from me if you want to stay in touch. You can also grab a CD from my band, Animate Objects.
Yeah, this man sings with the microphone. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't think it was loud enough. Please give it up again for AQ.
Give it up to your host and organizer, Joanna. Yeah. Thank you so much.
That was triple plus awesome. And I think he's going to have a minute for taking down stuff before I pull up my next feature. He's like, yeah, I do.
So, what I'm going to do, because he's got his beer on my beer stand, and he's like, I'm going to help to set up. I'm going to talk for a moment about upcoming features, because I think, there goes my beer. Well, that was my fault.
I just knocked over my beer. Oh, well.
No, but what is my precious? What did I do that for?
Because I think after we have a second feature here, we will have time for open micers. I don't know how much, but we will. But I wanted to let you guys know, because I've got some time to fill, that we've got a lot of really awesome features coming up. And because so many people want to feature, we've got a lot of them that are taking double spots. So in 2 weeks, hey, guess what? It's going to be after Labor Day, which is why, if you're supposed to be societally appropriate, you're not supposed to wear white shoes after Labor Day.
So I wore these really, really crappy white shoes because I
can't wear them next week, so I wear them today for you, because I have to be morally, societally proper and not wear white shoes next week. Anyway, Sorry about that. Why I'm wearing these really god-awful dirty shoes. In 2 weeks from now, on September 10th, we've got 2 features. Hey, we happen to hear Bob Lawrence. Yeah, he's going to be one of the features. Yeah, get him Bob. And Bill Yarrow are both features in 2 weeks. And then 2 weeks from then, hey, I know you guys haven't seen him that much, but Buddha 309 is scheduled to feature in 3 weeks. And he even said it, for some reason I can't make it, I've got other people that read my stuff, so there's going to be a whole Buddha Fest in 4 weeks. I'm letting you guys, Buddha Fest, and I would tell you about 2 weeks after that, which would be the 8th of October, but I have to tell you that there's actually a bonus feature the day beforehand. It's not an open mic, but for those of you who know the Ha-Man of South Africa, he is in town, and we've got him a show on the day before my open mic. And he's got a very interactive thing going on with Yoke, I said Joke, what was an idiot? With Yoke, who traveled with him last year, and he does very interactive stuff. And he's taking my beer stand, but then again, I don't have a beer anymore. I don't even have any beer, I just got a glass. They're doing interactive stuff, and they welcome other people to come up if you're like, hey, I've got something I can do, something on this off-the-fly thing to be able to do, which I've got like a half poem that I was going to go into some interpretive thing afterward or something. I have no idea what's going to be happening. I think he's getting this all he's getting it all set up for the next feature. Oh, that's the plan. So there's that going on, and I will send emails out to everybody who happens to be on the list about it. So if anybody is interested in getting info about the open mic things, that means every week you will get a notice. By the way, podcast is up if you wanted to download it or get a copy of it in any way, shape, or form, you can. And you would also get a notice probably a couple days before every open mic. And you would also get to hear about this bonus feature as well. If you want to know anything about them, you can always go to the website, www.chaoticarts.org/thecafe. It's shorter than the Cafe Gallery, and it used to be at the cafe, so why not? And if you need to know anything about that, come and bug me. And I'm thinking, because he has this look of pain on his face, and there's Marie in the background. And I think they might be ready. No, they're thinking, and they're... Do you need more info? You guys all set and you ready?
We're all set.
See, this is why I love having this open mic, because I get to have phenomenal performers like AQ and like this next guy that's coming up here. I'm going to be so awesome. So please, ladies and gentlemen, I don't think I have to give an ounce of introduction because everybody knows this man and loves this man. Please give it up for Esteban Colon! Oh, no, I'm the giant girl, so. Okay. Here, look at them. You're sitting on that side, you're
She's getting. Here, you're on this side. You want to just have your beers and stuff here? Okay.
Ooh, that was hot.
We're number, our beats are number 6.
Let's go ahead and send that through. Let's do the sound check first.
We're just going to take just a second, ladies and gentlemen, to do a short little sound check. You turn that beat up, please.
As Rory adjusts the volume of music, I will entertain you with calling from various birds I found in Wisconsin. That is the cuckoo bird. That one is known as the I don't know what I'm talking about bird. be. I'm enjoying these pictures of beer, really.
Alright, we're the goods, guys. How y'all feeling? Hey, you guys are feeling good? I didn't hear you really, though. Alright. We'd like to thank Janet so much and this fine establishment. Good vibes here, all the poets. Thank you so much. My name is Rory Carlin, half of the goods, obviously.
Carlin, half of the goods.
This is Esteban. And he's going to do a short poem, and then we're going to get right into some hip-hop. So sit back, enjoy, have some drinks, and relax.
The Secret Life of Roses. Roses hold both fists in the air. Imagine every thorn a revolution. Master soundless screams whenever the dying are stood up in glass on display. Thank you. This I wrote as a fundraiser for an anti-bullying campaign. It is called Why I Want to Be a Pastry. Croissants don't break bones. Don't even entertain the thought of holding down another croissant, beating it into submission, grunting violation in blood. Donuts don't break bones. Don't segregate by sprinkles, chocolate coverings, vanilla filling, hang others till bodies stop twitching, have never whipped other donuts till hoarse cries pierce the night. Bagels don't break bones. Don't weep disappointment as they beat their children through the house, have never disowned gay bagels, hurling them into the streets. Thank you. How many people are dreading waking up tomorrow morning?
Not me, said the bee. This first song is off our brand new record. It's called Contaminated People. You can download it right now for free on Reverb Nation /We're the Goods, WERE, or you can check us out on Facebook too /We're the Goods, and you can download it there for free too. This first song is called J.O.B. I got that J-O-B just over broke. J-O-B just over broke. J-O-B just over broke. J-O-B.
Push this boulder up the hill like
Sisyphus.
Dumper with the vulture from my Prometheus. I take 2 steps forward,
3 steps back.
hustling just to get by, feeling this.
Come on.
Of tomorrow's sorrows, feeling every getter. Grinding edges just to catch in the demonstration. Watching dreams burnt up by necessity. In the eyes of every soul next to me.
I got this list of wishes. Love, dear dick, hate dirty dishes. Fuck clear skies, I want clear 6. X is the best. She don't care what you think. Now I work cause I drink, and I drink cause I work. Better than slang and boy. Could do with dirt, now I work cause I drink, and I drink cause I work. Better than slang and boy, doing dirt. Got that J-O-B just over broke. J-O-B just over broke. J-O-B just over broke. J-O-B.
Grab my feet in the pool until the blues are clear. Ain't no light in my place for the last 3 days. Make just enough to drink all the pain away. Then something new brings hot payday.
Living in this living room, sleeping on a mattress, another night alone. And I can't fucking stand it. Reading comic books, just to pass the time. Popping all these pills, going out my mind. wheels going up my mind.
And why is that?
Cause I said J-O-B, just over broke. J-O-B, just over broke. J-O-B, just over broke. J-O-B.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We cannot hear the beat at all. Could you please turn it up? Because like the vocals are way louder and I mean I can't hear it really at all. Can you turn the trim up maybe a little bit?
We're not blowing you away with the music out there, are we?
It's loud enough now.
Cardiac fever roaring, freshly fallen soul. Diamond born dreams slowly crumble into coal. Snow drift, unsure loneliness and skin. Trying to remember when you hadn't given in. Two angry demons now sleeping in your eyes. Born from the pain, slowly eating your insides. Now she plays beside a frozen fatted calf. Scenes from the past, really sawing her in half. As we all open the venue with sparkling stars, keeping more is or oldest crispy golden jars. Hoping old actors find their way under the earth, waiting for the day that she might have a birth.
Dreams of you slowly fade. Time to gray. Drink myself through another lonely day. Dreams of you slowly fade. It's time to gray.
3-year-old, I forget who left that day. You were dragged behind your shoe as you walked away. Core deep sorrow, settling in time, fermenting into anger, a deeper red than wine. Forgiveness losing power each time I'm looking back, leaving me with nothing but a galaxy of light. I remember pin-drop years tracking me to life. We're dragging everyone we knew into the strife. And the entire family marching towards combustion, stitched by my fingertips when I could barely function. Broken hearted, hollow me, finally let go. Watching as the aftermath only seemed to grow.
Time to gray, drink myself through another lonely day. Dreams of you slowly fade, and time to gray.
Thank you very much. That was called Radical. It's also off for Terminated People. This next song is off our first record called Prescription Strength. You can download that for free too, I believe on Facebook, and it's called Moving Day.
And the days, and the ways we came together, and the ways we loved each other, and I realize that it's going to last forever. Because my stopwatch heart is still telling me Polaroid time of when our roots were twisting leaves coming out of the vine. And you're standing there singing lullaby songs, leaving me here to never seems to last. So honored, it's a question that me taste your tears, because I need to know that I am not the only one here. Think of us out, it's just a out this. Think of us out, it's just a out this. Time that we spent together, thoughts it would last forever. Remember when we loved each other? Oh yes, we loved each other. Miss James Maceo, yeah, Burroughs too. But most of all, I miss you, boo. Gonna try walk, it fits my fist. Can I remember? Can our last kiss? Can I remember? Can our last kiss? Can I can still taste your lips? Think of us out, this just was out, this. Think of us out, this just was out, this. Think of us out, this just was out, this. End of the days of missing you. End of the days my sobbing through. End of the lies like nothing's ever supposed to last. And I'm standing here, fuck the past. No more broken joy like this is out of the cast. And I'm heading forth, finding out what's for me. And I'm finally letting go of all of this broken history. And I'll never forget the way we loved each other. But here I am, and I'm building my own forever. Thank you. So we're going to do a little something we don't normally do because it's Janet's show and I always do something strange for her show. Alright. Alright, cool.
Are you staying closed this time?
Oh, we're always closed.
Oh.
This song's called Troy. Just think about the first place you lived as a kid, or the first house you owned. And go back to that. Try to recreate that in your mind. And I would rather not go back to the old house. There's too many bad memories. Very bad, very bad. I was so young and filled with fear. And I remember Father putting on his socks in the living room. They were arguing and I was watching cartoons till noon. Then Mom would say, hey son, go out and play, go out and play, stay away from the alleyway. Hey son, go out and play.
When I hold her head, looking for some release, and find you, the only thing haunting my dream. You rattle chains, tender figures who will never leave. The one I close my eyes, your face is all I see. Your face is all I see. Your face is all I see. Church boy, thanking God, who remembers to say. Lawyers later thought of you, had nothing to say. Only remembered kneeling on the rice in the pain of absence. Searching for you in vain, and I hear your call as the reaper nears. But you're just a shame, so what can I hear? Begging my seed, don't share the past that I had. Look into my face, and still call me dad. As I lay my head, looking for sweet release, and find you, the only thing haunting my dreams. You rattle chains, like the fingers you will never leave. But when I close my eyes, your face is all I see.
Your face is all I see. Your face is all I see. Curly hair dances here in the breeze. By the witches nevermore, then bounce on my knees. And I know her choice was probably for the best, but a heavy heart doesn't offer much rest. So I say these words too, let go of her hand, to spell another ghostly secret. Won't understand and ask her tiny face to please stop haunting me. 'Cause when I close my eyes, your face is all I see. Your face is all I see. Your face is all I see. When I lay my head, looking for some release at night, you, the only thing haunting my dreams. You will change and the features you will never be. But when I close my eyes, your face is all I see. Thank you. Thank you very much. We got the goods. Like I said, you can download our record, Contaminated People, on Reverb Nation, or Facebook.
And on Facebook, yeah.
It's free. We also have some videos on YouTube you can check out. Thank you very much. We'd like to thank Janet again.
Yeah,
Give it up for Janet. Thank you so much. All the poets here tonight.
Are you all signed?
Very great job. And yeah.
Do you have anything else for us?
I'm gonna close tonight with a signature piece because I haven't done it in a while. So, opposite world, opposite world. I cried as I tried to write opposite world. Implied in my pride were the words that unfurled as I became your guide into opposite world. Opposite world, opposite world. Where you are a boy and I am a girl, and I hold my head in your chest as we twirl, dancing and prancing in opposite world. Opposite world, opposite world. Where the skies all are mirrors and mirrors are floors, where we can climb clouds till we reach sunbeam floors, where strangers charge locals to take them on tours, deep in the shallow of opposite world. Opposite world, opposite world. Where Murphy's outlawed and Occam's found flawed, where pugilists dance never to be jawed, where puppies and kittens find themselves pawed by people pets inside this opposite world. Opposite world, where everyone listens and all understand, each person in every small look in this land. I ask you now, dear, won't you please take my hand to not live with me deep inside opposite world. Thank you.
I was gonna say, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I don't think that was loud enough. We've had two phenomenal features. Please hear it up for
I haven't said the jokes, I'm sorry. I am an idiot, but you're awesome. You're triple plus awesome. I think people are asking, what's going on here? And I believe we have 20 minutes left, and I know that there are open micers that still wanted to read stuff. And I know you guys that are in order, and I believe Joffrey's first on the list. So the first thing I was going to do is actually read something from the current issue of CC&D because I haven't been reading stuff. The couple things I was going to say were a couple things that related to John being traveling from other countries. This was actually when he was in the Dominican Republic. Our Lady of Mercy. Our Lady of Mercy, India missionary, topped their building with broken glass bottles to scoop the kneecaps or cut a man's hands to lace. Always funny to think, oh, Our Lady of Mercy, and we're going to actually injure you because you're going to try to trespass. Here's another India one until the next truck comes. This one's fascinating to me because we understand construction in the United States well. In the States, concrete mixers stop concrete from setting on site. In India, one truck comes and pours concrete. Then women, with a stick, stir it until the next truck comes. They don't have the same technology, and you would think they would because half the things are actually built there in the first place. But nobody actually takes care of the things that are in India. And the thing that was fascinating to me about India is that they wanted to make sure that everybody has a job. So women will carry concrete. We'll put a big barrel on top of their head, and they'll balance it on top of a helmet, and they will carry concrete to go somewhere so that they could do construction work. But at the same time, they would say, oh, it needs more water, and they would piss into it, so it would actually have enough water for the walls, which you can't do for buildings that actually have to meet standards in the United States. But anyway, Joffre, did you have a piece you'd like to do, my darling?
Yes.
Please give it up for Joffre again. Yay! Woo! We've got lots of microphones.
Yes, the title, The Color Purple, also remarks the equivalence of racism to imperialism, Roman II. Where police are the problem, more police cannot be the answer. The streets of Ferguson so much resemble the streets of Kiev, except its racist adepts of David Duke beating up the Ukraine cops as we see on RT. Racist cops assaulting protesters of killer cops, and only poetry notes the name of Nixon, reborn in another Southern strategy, where nigger Jimming Mark Twain shouldered arms with the Confederacy. At same time that the Obama, who not 1 year in office, brought the highest homicide rate in the world to Honduras, brings to the district called Columbia bodyguards of African dictators who beat the shit out of peaceful protesters, whilst DC cops look on, as with Rodney King, but worse and worser, where's the outrage? Whereas Jesus destroyed law enforcement, the force and violence of law enforcement, where the woman walked, the Reverend Jack Tons, whose pious stone shaped the churchy plea for militarized law and orders, are ignored by youth who resemble Palestinians of the Intifada, hurling petrol bombs lit by the police presence, fueling the flames of tumult, illuminating unacceptable repression. Where police are the problem, more police are not the answer. Where the saint kills another, even before these lines are done. Racist murder, a tax resistor would not to participate in. Police, the problem. More cops, not the answer. Already suggested by the woman walking in the spirit of Mark 10:42-43 with an anarchy, away from the orders sought by the sons of Zebedee.
I hope this man is still here because I was like, oh, no, that's my open mic, that's my featured guy. So a man comes up afterward. I didn't get a chance to be here before to read. And I'm like, oh my God, then you should be here next. So I tell everyone, you know, relax, be easy, and you'll be just fine. So please, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the man himself. Be easy.
How you guys doing tonight?
Oh, wow.
My name's Be Easy. I do spoken word poetry, and I also do hip hop music. So, our self-starter label is Hard Knocks Entertainment. So if you get a chance on Facebook, check that out. That's Hard Knocks Entertainment with a Z. This is called Possess You with Words. I'm gonna need your help on this one a little bit if I can. How much room do I got? Can I move around a little bit?
Do you have a cord? Does it work?
Let's see how much I can get out.
But if you move a lot, I won't be able to film you on my little camera because I want to monitor you.
I kind of need their help. I don't know all the words of this. They have to. There's like 3 words they gotta.
Oh well, you know.
Okay, we'll just use the firm one. So, all right, this is called Possess You with Words. I have the gift to pass along this poetry to anyone who wants to receive. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Now do you see? These words run deep in my genes. It's as easy as A, B,
C.
If you listen to believe, I have the capabilities of passing along your lips and your speech, or possessing your lips and your speech. It's as easy as do, re, mi. Do, re, mi. Amazing, he's done it again, possessing their lips with the words that he said 3 times already, and we haven't even reached the end. Stop, pause, hold the applause. I recite even further without any flaws. Another lyricist, name another lyricist who can keep up with this penmanship as I spit pronouns, verbs, and adjectives, causing damage to the point where my fans need bandages like I was raised by a pack of lyrical savages. Can you hear how outstanding this is? My tongue twist is so swift. I should write lines for the president. Thank you.
Oh, and we only get one?
That's all I got. I came unprepared. This is last minute. I'm sorry, guys. I'll be back.
Every other Wednesday. We happen to be a late night tonight because the last Wednesday, if we happen to be on the last Wednesday, we're going to be from 9 to 11. Otherwise, we're from 7 to 9. Yeah, you're going to come on by. That's awesome. Now I have to remember an order of people who were here. I'm going to have to ask, just because you're close, Wayne Allen Jones, is there anything you'd like to share with us? No? Would you like to share something? Give it up for Wayne Allen. Oh, we're going to have another song! Is your drawing on a different piece of paper? I could go around and show it. No, it's on the same piece of paper. I can't show it to you. They're awesome.
Of course you can't see it, but it's an urban alley with a little boy kicking a soccer ball toward a goal, and there's a panda on its back with its arms raised, and he apparently is the goalie. This is called Football Practice in the Alley. Among the tenements, small boys may not even dream of grass. Big city streets choked with diesel fumes, nervous taxis, and clots of pedestrian cogs do not invite children to play morning, noon, or night. backdoor alleys, sutures holding 2 rows of 5- and 6-story walk-ups tight like cells in a tissue fed by streets and avenue arteries can sometimes afford a moment for practice or a game, stickball or football as the locals say, the round one with wide leather panels, the goal a tall netted frame weighted at the back. Lucky to have paving over early brick on the pitch, learning to shine or play as a team. The youngsters kick, pass, and score, keeping hands to themselves. They take turns. Strikers and forwards attack. Stopper, sweeper, fullbacks, and wingbacks defend. Goalies learn how it feels to be the last resort. But some nights, younger boys dream out their confusion. Dressed like a referee, the pressure on as striker taught dribbles the knee-high orb on a breakaway. He kicks a bend toward the left post and open net. The only question, will the ball clear the asphalt crack without bounding away? So sure that it won't, the taunting black and white goalie, a panda lolling on his back, right of center, gnawing bamboo, laughs in supine mockery, clawed paws in the air.
I have no idea if singer-songwriter nights could be on time, but we have 5 minutes left, and so I want to make sure that we can get up both of our guys. And so, ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Jerry Pendergast. Woo!
Okay, continuation of my words. Okay. Isis is mother, goddess of ancient Kemet, has crossed land, sea, time.
Ooh. That was short.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Wow, that was a lot shorter than I thought it would be. But you're awesome. But I love hearing this stuff. So please, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Bob. Lawrence, one more time.
A little quickie here. Ethernet blues. I am on my computer, you are on yours. 2 rooms distant, conspiring with me to create the silence that separates us.
I'm letting it through. Awesome, 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 you guys. Is there anybody that I've forgotten? Because we have like a minute and a half or something. There we go, good. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm so glad that you all came out. As I said, in 2 weeks from 7 till 9. Yeah, we're getting back to our 7 till 9 schedule for this one. We've got Bob Lawrence, who you just heard, and Bill Yarrow. Oh yeah, give it on up. And if you want to know anything about the things, you can always go to www.chaoticarts.org/thecafe. I should even ask Bob Rashkow, is there something that you would like to close the evening with, my darling? Are you sure? It's all yours. The stage is yours, my darling. Smoochy, smoochy. You're like, ew. Would you like to do something, Bob?
No, it's okay.
Well, then you leave us wanting more. So, ladies and gentlemen, 2 weeks from now, come on by anytime. If you want to know anything, check it out online, bug me online, and thank you. I will see you in 2 weeks. Thank you.